live from the kitchen. It's currently January 23rd, I think. And I don't typically do any sort of like intro for my videos. Maybe I'll start this year, who knows. But I just wanted to say that I missed y'all and I'm so happy to be back. And as you'll see, this video is kind of a compilation of everything that I've been up to this past month, which has really only been like the last couple weeks because I was sick the first 2 weeks of January, but it's been a very full past 2 weeks and a lot of it has felt like getting my spark back after illness. And so in a world where things are really, really terrible for people and people have lost a lot, I guess I have been trying to focus on all the positives in my life and all the things that I'm grateful for, and how making art as my job again is just such a privilege and it feels really good. Finally here at the end of January, feeling like I'm excited for what this year has to hold. And I guess that's all I want to preface this video with. Grab your favorite beverage, enjoy. Hope you like this one. We'll talk soon. I think I'm most grateful for Remy and how sweet he's been every day. I just had a full day of filming for Shades, and if you don't know what Shades is, it is a short film series created by Humanology here in Calgary that focuses on storytelling of women of color. And I was lucky enough to be nominated to take part in one of their film series that will be premiering at the end of this year. And so we've been doing filming like the last few months, probably the last over the last 5 months. It's been in the works, maybe longer, but we did a bunch of filming today. As you saw, we went to the bird sanctuary and we also stopped into Plant just because there are 2 places in the neighborhood that I really love to go to. And then we came to the studio for the last little bit. I didn't really film anything of that here, but I'm just packing up to go home now. I'll see you when I get home. Today felt like a really positive day, but also a really long day, and so I'm feeling a bit tired now. But I wanted to show you all the books that I picked up from the library this morning. I love seeing what other people are currently reading. Although I'm still getting through Natural Beauty by Ling Huang, I had to return some books, so I thought why not pick up a few more. And I always like to peruse the little section that has everybody's recommendations in it. So anyway, I picked up a few. The first one I picked up is Soft Serve. Again, I picked these up on a whim, so I don't really know too much about them. Sometimes I do judge a book by its cover. If it looks like I'll be interested in it. This is a bunch of short stories, which I generally really love reading because you can kind of like put it down, come back to it when you feel like. So because I don't know too much about this book, I thought I would just kind of read off
what the back says. Whether through encounters in retail and fast food chains or on highways and dating apps, the characters in this collection wander the non-places of modern life. These stories connect readers to spaces that ultimately make people feel lost. Zones for reconsideration. Graves' fiction documents the emotional experiences and disillusionment of middle-class millennials seeking meaning in a life they find both ordinary and isolating. This sounds right up my alley. I think I'll be really into it. I will report back probably in like a month when I've read all these. So I actually did see somebody post about this book on Instagram last week, and I just saw it on the shelf, recognized the cover, and recognized the name, Cold Nights of Childhood. Set across the rambling orchards of a childhood in the Turkish provinces and the smoke-filled cafes of European capitals, Cold Nights of Childhood offers a sensual, unflinching portrayal of a woman's sexual encounters and psychological struggle, staging a clash between unbridled feminine desire and repressive, patriarchal society. I think this will be an interesting read. I'm trying to really branch out of just reading so many thrillers this year. I read other things too, but my main genre was thriller, and I'm ready to like dive back into meaningful stories that complement living every day, if that makes sense. Samantha Irby. I have read 2 of her books. I have not read this one. They are essays, a collection of essays. I've read We Are Never Meeting in Real Life, which had me laughing. I loved that. And then there's like a green one. What is it called? I can't remember the title of it. I just remember the cover. But yeah, this is just like a for fun one. I do really like Samantha Irby's writing style. I think she's very funny, and I'm excited to get into this one. And then the last one is Apartment Woman, which I just thought had a really, again, I like the cover, but also an interesting inside flap concept. When Yojin moves with her husband and daughter into the Dream Future Pilot communal apartment, she's ready for a fresh start. The experimental community is a government initiative designed to boost the national birth rate. And like her neighbors, Yojin has agreed to have at least 2 more children over the next 10 years. So this book follows her and 3 other women with different belief systems and different goals in life as they navigate living together in the apartments. And Inside Flap says the haunting, unforgettable story of family, marriage, and the cultural expectations around motherhood. Lastly, when we were at the bird sanctuary, we walked by a free little library, and this book was in there. Wildflowers of Whitehorse Wildland Provincial Park is basically a wildflower guide for here in Alberta. And I have been thinking more and more about floral motifs in my work coming up for this next year. Remy has decided to join us. Thank you. That's so nice. Basically like an ID guide for wildflowers. And there's a bunch of reference photos in here. And I just thought it would be a good thing to pick up for some inspo. Yeah, have some vision for some work that I want to create this year, probably in the spring. Florals for spring, groundbreaking. I have been planning a video that I want to film that's basically a compilation of no cost or low cost ways to get inspired. I have been thinking about this a lot as we enter a new year, and I'm working on a new collection, and I'm also kind of in the back of my mind planning out other collections for the year. The video essentially is something that I do quite often in my practice, so it's something I've been doing for years, like bits and pieces of it. So I just thought I would share how I go looking for inspiration. And so if you're interested in that, stay tuned because that is coming up sometime soon. Yeah, so this is my little stack of books that I picked up today that I'm very excited to read. I'm also slowly working my way through natural beauty. As I mentioned, I will be on a book podcast next week on my friend's podcast, Easy Reads. And I'm excited to discuss that book there. I'm loving the style of writing so far, and I also think the concept is so interesting, and I'm not sure where it's gonna go. I feel like I'm just on the cusp of like maybe a juicy part where something big is gonna happen, but we haven't really gotten into the thriller part of the book yet, so we're very early on still. Remy is starting a little fit, so I'm probably gonna walk him and maybe grab a little snack for myself. I look really tired right now. which is unfortunate, but alas, here we are. I'm happy to be home, and I'm happy that the next couple days I'm probably gonna be working from home. I brought home so much stuff to paint, and so I think I'll just be painting mugs the next couple days, and then I'm hoping to fire the end of this week with whatever I have done. This is such a flattering angle, Ram. I feel like this is the right. Does this look like Tegan's length?
That's cute.
Like if it,
Is that our girl?
yeah, it's Natalie.
No way.
Hello! As you can see, I'm wearing my new necklace that I made in Tegan's workshop, Tooth Studio. If you're local and you're looking for a fun workshop to do, it's so cute. I'm really glad I included the little star. I wasn't sure if that was gonna be cute, but I do love it. I'm just on my way to pick up Jess. We're just gonna hang out for an hour and we're gonna get some matchas and just catch up. It's been so long, so I'm really excited for that. The sun is shining. It's really, really cold here. I think it's like minus 24, but the sun is shining. And sometimes that's all you need to just be in a good mood. I'm also in a good mood because I went to my first bar class this morning. I signed up for a class at the gym that we go to, and it goes all the way to March. So it's like 3 months, and it was only $150 for, I think there's like 11 classes. I did miss one when I was sick, so I was a little bit nervous about coming in and missing the first one, but I think a couple people missed it as well because they also were sick. But yeah, I did my first bar class. It was so much fun. I love group classes, and I love bar because when I was a kid, I used to do a lot of gymnastics and dance, and I don't know, I like pretending I'm like a prima ballerina or something when I do it. My legs are absolutely toasted though because I did that really awesome like HIIT yoga class on Thursday, and today's Saturday, and then I have a Pilates class on Monday with my friends Bryn and Tony, and I just feel like I'm getting so many good endorphins from working out that I'm like slowly becoming addicted to working out, which is like I think a positive. I'm having such a good experience with moving my body now that I've like reframed it in my mind as less about like trying to look good and more about just feeling good, and also just trying to fight off any seasonal depression. So we're having a good time. Life feels bright lately, and that's really exciting too. Okay, as per usual, I'm gonna be late, so.
Good morning. It is a very sunny morning here in the kitchen. I'm so excited because I'm finally gonna use my new matcha whisk that I picked up the other day from Tigerstead and Friends. Actually, I have never really used a matcha whisk before. I usually just use my hand whisk, which I know is not really what you're supposed to do, but it's all I had. I heard that you're supposed to soak this in hot water for 2 minutes, so I'm gonna do that first, but then I'm gonna make a little matcha to start my morning. I'm just having a little work from home day today, painting mugs, which I've really been looking forward to. I feel like I haven't been at home very much lately, and it'll be nice. I do think I'll have to pop out later at lunchtime to go pick up a glaze that I ordered, and also maybe trim a planter to see if I can sneak it into my firing coming up this weekend. And I also want to block out some time to continue reading my book for the podcast that I'm going on next week, because I don't think it's going to take me too long to read it, but I just want to make sure that I finish it in time. Then later tonight, I think I'm going to go to the gym to just like move my body since I'll be sitting for most of today. I'm excited to feel like an official matcha girl. I have been wearing this sweater like every day because it's been chilly and it's so cozy and warm and looks good with everything, so I don't really have to think about it too much. I literally just gasped as I went to go wash the little pitcher because look at my orchid. She's blooming. I'm so excited. She's so beautiful. So I dipped out from my work from home day for a bit of a field trip to go pick up 2 new glazes that I bought recently from Of Earth Pottery Supply, which is like a newer ceramic supply shop here in Calgary. Okay, I'm back. I got my glazes. I got Sabi Spectrum Chino Glaze and Jalapeno. I have never used these glazes before, so we're just gonna experiment with them. But I thought the colors would be really good for snakes. You can envision they're just like both greens, so we will see. I might even just like put them on a test piece for this firing and then actually use them in the next firing. Okay, we're gonna go to the studio next and I'm gonna trim a really big planter and then we're gonna go back home and keep painting. just had my first lesson with Mackenzie, and it was so nice to have my first lesson in my studio with someone I like kind of know already. Very chill vibe, really nice. I'm actually about to go stop at Plant to pick up some sphagnum moss, and then I'm heading home to go meet up with the electrician who's going to look at my garage to see if we can get a kiln in there this summer. Yeah, so a very fun-filled Friday. I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I feel very excited and high on life right now. The hair is crazy, but I just met with the electrician, Rod, about putting a kiln in my garage, and he still has to get me a quote with everything, like all the materials he's gonna need and probably like a time estimate. But the end note was that it's feasible and it's doable. So that's really exciting because I obviously don't know anything about electrical, and so I wasn't sure if it was even something we could do and logistically like where it is, and also having a tenant in our house. So I'm very excited by the news that it is doable. I look like Cindy Lou Who. This is like absolutely crazy. I'm going to a fun little girls' night thing tonight, so I'm about to go make some chocolate chip cookies to bring to that. The plan for the rest of the day is tidy up all my mess that I made from painting at home, make cookies, and honestly probably just edit this video. Today is officially the first day of Chinese New Year. I'm wearing my grandma's jade earrings and also her ring, her wedding band, and my own engagement ring. I feel very on theme, wearing some lucky red. I'm actually about to go have a little date day with Remy in Chinatown. I'm so excited to go. I think I'm actually gonna pick up some dumplings for lunch, like just order some takeout. And I think we're gonna get bubble tea, but we're also just gonna like scoop around the neighborhood and hang out. I have been speed reading, but also taking notes on Natural Beauty, the book that I am discussing on my friend's podcast tomorrow morning. So I have to finish it today. So pretty much today will just be lots of reading, Chinatown hang, come back, more reading. I am about, I think
on Goodreads, I'm 46% through. I'm loving it. I can't believe it took me this long to read it. If you've been following along for a long time, you know I took this out from the library like so long ago. Never finished it on time, took it out again, and I've had it I think since December. But let me show you. It's so good. I'm also using my Bobby Goods art business card, thank you card that came in with the coloring books as my bookmark, and it's so cute. The bangs are growing out so fast. What time is it? Okay, I think I have like a little bit longer, so I'm just gonna keep reading as much as I can till I have to get going. And of course we got the smooth jazz on in the background. P.S. I also just launched my Patreon today. In case you didn't watch my other video, it is up now. There's already one blog on there and just a couple posts, like an intro post and one of the weekly notes posts. But yeah, I have lots more coming very soon. If you'd like to join, check it out. I've linked it below. And I have had, I think, 3 people sign up already, which is crazy and so exciting. And like, I'm so excited. I genuinely thought there was gonna be a good chance that nobody would pay for a membership, so that is thrilling to me. And if you did sign up, thank you so much. In the car now, obviously. We had such a fun afternoon together in Chinatown. It is now 2:30 almost, so I guess I was out and about for like 2 hours. Hopefully the traffic's not that loud. I'm just back in my car. But as you saw, we went to a little art gallery called the New Gallery in Chinatown. It's fairly small. I don't know if it's new. It's new to me, but they had a really cute exhibition on that I wanted to check out called Ooh. They had these little pamphlets that you could take a look at and fill out, and they had colorful gel pens you could use too. We actually didn't end up filling these out except this one, but we did actually talk about each of the questions, and it was really fun because it led to just a discussion about things we hadn't really talked about, or maybe we had mentioned in passing at some point in our friendship. Really fun. Some of the questions are, what is your favorite emoji? Use it in a sentence. Describe how you felt after your first heartbreak and write the age it happened at. When was the last time you wanted to hide and why? And then a couple questions about the actual gallery, but very cute. Would recommend checking it out if you can. It's on till I think the beginning of March. As you saw, we got bubble tea. I always get taro with brown sugar pearls, my favorite.
with like less sweetness, because otherwise it's way too sweet. And then we went to Good Thrift, which was super close by as well. These are all within like less than 5-minute walking radius of each other. But we did end up spending like 45 minutes in the gallery space just because we were chatting so much, which was really fun. I got this sweater. I've actually been looking for a baby blue sweater. If you saw me talk about a low buy year and I had a notes list of things that I already have wanted to buy but did not buy because, again, I'm trying to only purchase 5 new items for the rest of the year. But Good Thrift is obviously a secondhand shop, and I got this baby blue sweater that says Victoria Walking Club, which I thought was so cute because I go to Victoria fairly often, like every year, and I'm planning another trip this year, maybe in the spring or summer. Color's perfect, the fit was really good. It's kind of shrunk a little bit, so it almost hits me right at the waist. Sleeves were perfect. Just a very cute fit and looked really good with the brown pants I'm wearing today. So anyway, I got this and it was actually only $3 because they were having a sale. So amazing find. I was really excited. And then I felt so good. I was like, that's all I'm gonna buy. And then as we were leaving, I spotted this coat hung up, and me and Rema talked about fighting each other for it, but I spotted it first, and then we also said she could just borrow it if she really wanted to. And also I'm gonna go home and try it on with some things and see if I really love it, and if not, I might just gift it to her later. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show you this without completely knocking over my bubble tea. I got this jacket, which this is not really giving the right impression, but the collar on it is so cute. It's a collar that really drew me in. The only thing I don't love about it is that the shoulders are quite boxy, but I think in a jacket that's not really a deal breaker for me. So very cute. Also the color, sometimes I have a hard time with this color with my skin tone, but I tried it on. I thought it looked really cute. Maybe I'll do a try on at home so you can see how it fits. But this was $20. So obviously more pricey than the sweater, but I felt like the sweater was such a good deal. And also the money stays in the community, which I really like, better than like Value Village. So anyway, yeah, we had a really, really fun day. The sun is shining. I think this is the last nice day we're gonna have for a while. So my plan is to go home and actually spray paint these little mini columns that I got secondhand the other day. I think it is included in this video because this is like my month-long January video, but I'll do a reference here so you can see what I'm talking about. There are these little mini yellow columns, a set of them that I bought, and the butter yellow's cute, but it's like kind of old and they don't look that great. So I bought pink and blue spray paint, and I'm gonna spray paint them in my backyard in like a cardboard box. I'm so excited. I, at the time, was really torn between getting pink spray paint or red, because I also thought a red column could be really striking. But I went with the softer colors for now. In worst case, I can always paint it again later in the summer or something. But yeah, I wanted to get that done because I thought they would just be such cute displays for any like little cutesy trinkets that I make in the future. Anyway, I am yapping and my parking is probably up, so I'm gonna go home now, spray paint those columns, and then hopefully finish my book. The gals just sent over the list of questions we might discuss on the podcast tomorrow, and reading through those made me very excited. Yay! Thanks for joining me today. T-shirt in January. It's absurd. Hello, I feel like you guys are getting a lot of me in my car chatting this video just because it is kind of my place where I feel the most chatty. I'm just on my way to go record for the Easy Reads podcast with my book. I've actually never been part of a book club before, so I feel like this is kind of my intro to that. It was actually really fun reading the book knowing that I would need to discuss it later. I feel as though I typically read just for my own enjoyment, especially when I'm reading kind of mystery thrillers or even sometimes fiction. I just have my moment with it, and then it kind of, goes back into the recesses of my brain, kind of like watching a TV show. Reading a book, knowing I'm gonna have to talk about it, it felt a little bit like homework, but in a really good way, in a way that I have not used my brain for critical thinking in that sense in a while. I guess last year I read a lot of books that were not really calling for a lot of critical thinking. They were just fun, entertaining, get through, enjoy, that's it. Anyway, I really liked this book. If you listen to the podcast, you'll hear me talk about it. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. I'm heading over there now, and then later today I'm just gonna work on website listings and, oh, my phone is about to fall. But I will see y'all soon after I record. Back from recording the pod, and it was really fun. There's something about being on a podcast that's so intimidating, and it's funny because we were chatting about it and Mel was saying, well, you do YouTube, it's kind of the same thing. But on YouTube I have the power to clip and edit what I'm talking about as much as I want, and on a podcast I don't. But I think it went really well. It was really fun. It really made me want to get my own professional mic for doing sit-down videos, which I already have one in my cart online. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I've never been part of a formal book club, and so this felt like my first little taste of that, and it was so fun. I'm realizing that I'm not very quick on my feet when I'm thinking about the way I want to describe certain things in books. I think I need to work on expanding my everyday vocabulary and just become a little bit more comfortable talking about books in that way, just for my own sake as well. And also, it's been one of my back of my mind goals for YouTube, even just speaking to camera and speaking to people in person, to try so hard not to use the word as much as I currently do. And not that there's anything wrong with that. There's just, I think it's maybe because I watch myself back and I watch myself talking so often through doing videos that I really notice how much it has taken over my vocabulary, and I just think it's something I would like to shift and change this year. Remy just popped in. If y'all want to say hi, let me grab him. Thank you, Mama. I think I'm gonna take Remy on a really big walk very soon. And then the rest of my day, I'm just planning to edit my website product listings, edit all those photos actually first, create the product listings, write a couple notes for some videos I want to film for YouTube and for Patreon coming up, and edit a couple of vlogs that I have going. I cannot believe it's still January. January has felt like 5 months long, and I've seen a lot of people online saying the same thing. So I think we're all feeling it. It's not even that it's been a slog of a month. I don't even know how it's lasted this long because I was sick for so much of it. It still feels like I had a whole month of being my normal self, which is kind of strange. I'm excited to be home for the rest of the day. I'm gonna really try to lock in though and get as much as I can done because I have a lot of stuff to do. It is the last beautiful day, I think, for a while. I think this weekend it's supposed to become freezing and snowy again, which is fine because it is winter, but I'll miss it. Oh, I should show y'all the columns that I painted yesterday. It has not been a full 24 hours, so they're a little bit tacky to the touch. And I can see my fingerprints in some of these, but there's this blush pink one. And I did not do the best job spray painting. I can still see little bits of yellow in some places underneath the columns. But I think for photos, this will be fine.
So there's that one. And then there's this French blue one, which I really like. Again, I feel like I didn't do the best job of spray painting and it's still a bit tacky, but kind of matches the fit today. The picture, I don't have any little things that I made, but this is my wooden corgi gift from Remy. Like, imagine when I make small trinkets, displaying them on this is gonna be so cute for photos. Okay, I should have started filming before, but I've been whipping up this salad, this little side salad, almost every day for lunch. Sometimes I'll add some rotisserie chicken or I'll have it like with leftovers, but just to make sure I'm getting all my greens in. I've been really intense about keeping my health up, my immune system up, but it's simply just pre-washed arugula, cherry tomatoes, cucumber sliced up. I'm gonna add some feta and my classic vinaigrette, which is just half a cup of olive oil, a quarter cup of balsamic vinegar, salt, a little squirt of Dijon mustard, and a tablespoon of maple syrup. And I just put it in a Tupperware or mason jar, scriggle it up, and add just the tiniest bit because I actually don't really love my salads too dressed. That looks good. Coat it up. If I have avocado, I'll put it in, but avocados have not been good lately. A little bit of feta. So I'm having this, and I have a little bit of chicken that I'll have on the side, and that's it. My next goal for February is to get into a little bit more of meal prepping on Sundays, especially now that I'm working for myself again, and I kind of have, you know, discretion to use my time as I want to. So that's what we're focusing on in Feb. I think I'm going to end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this month-long look at what life's been like lately. Also, just a quick note that I have been filming on my iPhone this whole time because I've just been getting back into the groove of vlogging again, but I think I'm ready to return to my real camera after editing all of these. The quality is just not the same as convenient and inconspicuous as my phone is, and I've really been enjoying it in that sense. I think I'm ready to switch cameras back. So just so you know, in case the lower quality has been bugging you, we're gonna switch back very soon. Hope all is well in your world and you had a good month, which felt like a year. Maybe it didn't feel like a year for you. Maybe it felt super short. Again, thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.